I told my mom how jealous I am of my half-siblings, and now she won't stop crying. I, 16M, was born to my mom when she was 15, and I've never known my real dad. My mom didn't drop out of school or anything in the year after I was born. She started dating Jack, and when they went to university, I obviously got left behind with my grandparents. Mom and Jack got good degrees, got married, and moved to a city by Vancouver. My mom's always been in my life. She would still come home every weekend just to cuddle with me and would always give me these nicknames, but calling me her special guy would be her favorite one. She'd always bring me back presents and gifts and spend the whole time playing with me. She's the one who paid for my tutoring and after-school stuff and would try and make it to games and stuff like that. Jack wouldn't always come with her, but it was always fun when he would. He's taken me fishing with him a lot of times, and we even went camping for 2 weeks together once, but never again because I hate camping. But when I was 10, my mom and Jack had a daughter and then another girl 3 years ago. I don't really know them, especially because my mom stopped coming over as much after they were born. We don't cuddle anymore. We did on my birthday, but that's it. No more cute nicknames for me except for special guy. It's like they all got transferred to her daughters. No more gifts, and the worst part is she doesn't come to my games anymore. It was okay with me before because they still had a spare room in their house and I could go there when it's time for university. Yesterday, my mom FaceTimed and she had the big announcement that she was going to have another baby, and it was a boy, and now she'd have 2 special guys. I guess she saw how sour my face was because she asked what's wrong, and I don't know, I just admitted how jealous I was that her daughters got her so much and now her son was going to get her, and there wouldn't even be space for me there when I had to go to university. And I guess what I said affected her because she started crying and wouldn't stop and had to hang up. My grandparents are mad that I made her upset and think I don't value them now or something. Jack phoned me and he's mad because my mom thinks it's a mistake now to have another kid, and also mad at me because he was like, why would I ever think they wouldn't have room for me? I feel like I really messed up telling her that, and here I am at school, writing about it on Reddit because I can't stop thinking about it. Relevant comments on why Opie continued to live with his grandparents. She told me that everybody and a child psychologist that I don't really remember advised her to leave me with my grandparents because they were all I'd known and it might do more damage to take me away. And she said she is going to pay for my university. She and Jack showed me the savings account that they have set aside for my tuition. She said that she thought it would do damage to take me away from my grandparents since living with them was all I'd known. I remember going to see the psychologist with her, but I don't really remember the sessions of even what that lady looked like. So I feel like she might have consulted me then, but it was so many years ago. Jack's not mad at me that my mom was crying or anything. He's just mad in general that she said that. He was mad at me because of what I said about them not having space for me when it's time for university, because he was like, you know we love you. You shouldn't think that. And I tried talking to my grandparents, but they just ended up ranting and giving a list of everything they've done for me and that I should be grateful. I don't know. I'm not a write a letter kind of guy. I wish I could see her so I could just talk about it with her. On Opie's grandparents. I tried talking to my grandparents about it yesterday, but they just went into a rant about all the things they've done for me that I should be grateful for. And it's not like I'm not grateful. I get them things for Mother's Day and Father's Day and Valentine's Day and everything else. They were also like, when I'm a parent I'll understand that all my mom's done is put me ahead. I guess so. I mean, they're really old-fashioned and they had my mom really late, and have talked about how they spoiled her and how she was their favorite out of all their kids. So I just don't know how to reach out to them because they're always really defensive of my mom. On if Opie was ever asked what he wanted in terms of living arrangements. No, I've never had a conversation like that. I guess the closest was Jack telling me one day that maybe I'd be able to come over more often instead of just for family photos, but it never really happened. On Jack, he didn't say I didn't have the right to tell my mom how I feel. He was upset that I thought they wouldn't have room for me because he was like, I should know that they love me and would always have room for me. They've known that I wanted to move in with them for university for a while because they have a free room and they've said that's my room. So he was upset at me thinking that they wouldn't give me that room since they're having another baby. So he was kind of upset because it seemed to him that I was doubting that he loved me and that he'd just give away something that's mine. Jack's not mad at me. He made that much clear to me, and I probably should have made it clear in my post. He's just upset because I guess he's thinking that I thought that he doesn't love me. I haven't talked to my mom at all since the phone call because apparently she hasn't stopped crying. I texted her good morning and I love you, and I got an I love you so much back, but that's it. I wish I could talk to my grandparents about it because I am grateful and I do love them both. But I don't know how to. On Opie's biological father. I don't know anything about my real dad. I asked my grandparents before when I was younger, and they just got mad and told me not to ask. When I was 13, I tried to talk to my mom, but she got really sad and just said she wasn't ready yet and to give her some time. I did think about asking her again about him, but I didn't want her to be sad again, so I haven't. An update to how things went over the weekend. I tried posting this on Off My Chest, but it got removed. So I posted on Friday at school, and when I came home, my mom and Jack and their kids were already there talking to my grandparents. As soon as my mom saw me, she gave me such a big hug. She actually lifted me up for a second, which is weird because I'm taller than her now, and then wouldn't stop kissing me on the face and telling me she loves me. I said hi to everyone, and my grandparents had my mom take me into my room to talk to me alone. In my room, she told me she was sorry that I felt like she'd been paying me less attention and that a new baby isn't going to replace me and I'd always be her special guy. I started crying, so we weren't able to talk until I calmed down, and then Jack came in and joined us. I just admitted that I felt like I wasn't that important to my mom anymore, and if they were having a boy, then there would be no point in them taking me when it's time for university. And then Jack left because he kind of started crying hearing me say that, and that was weird. My mom told me that she wanted to take me when I was 13 and going into high school because she thought that was the best time to do it. Except she argued with my grandparents about it a lot, and they said it was best if I stayed with them. Then when my mom took me to a game, she saw how much fun I was having with my friends and thought they were right. When I said I wanted to go to SFU, she and Jack were happy because it meant I would be with them when I graduated. When I asked about the spare room that was meant to be mine, she admitted that they hadn't thought about what would be the baby's room and would have to figure something out since they aren't giving up my room. My mom told me she'd come and take me every weekend because she said it was wrong that she started paying less attention to me, but thought it was okay because I was independent and had my grandparents. She said that she wanted me to spend my breaks with them as well. I don't want to leave my high school, but my mom said I could do that for my grad year if I wanted to move in with them earlier. I did have a talk with Jack too, and he told me that he was glad I confessed everything and that his parents got mad at him for him not telling me that when he called me. We did all have a fun weekend together, except my grandparents because they don't leave the house cause of COVID. And I do want weekends to keep being like that. I don't know if I'm allowed to keep doing updates here, so this might be the only one. But hopefully, this will help calm down everyone who keeps messaging this account for one. This one really stuck with me. I hope Opie has been doing well since he posted this. Edit. I removed a comment from Opie talking about anti-vax stuff, as it seems more likely that he was referring to previously unmentioned aunts/uncles, not his mom or Jack. Sorry about that.